Referees are Spillman and Roberts. This is Calvin Castine. We're at the Plattsburgh State Fieldhouse. It's the 23rd day of February 2008, and we're here for Section 7 Class B semi-final play. The once beaten Plattsburgh High School Hornets against the number 4 seeded Peru Indians. The winner of this game will face the winner of the Saranac Northeastern game, and since that game was just concluded, I can tell you that will be the Saranac Central Chiefs. 12-point victors over Northeastern. First shot of the game is up and in. A basket by Williams, Matt Williams, for the Peru Indians. There's Shaughnessy with the ball for Plattsburgh. Goes low to Huey. Huey's shot is up and in. Williams tries another one. Huey grabs. And ball's pushed up the floor. Lando tries to finish. Huey will finish it. Huey, a very powerful young man underneath on those backboards. Was a big factor in the recent win against Northeastern Clinton earlier in the week. A long shot, rebounded by Blando. Blando gives it to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy to Sebron. Sebron off the rim. And the rebound is taken down for Peru by Courier. Courier pulls up for the jump shot off the iron. And Fuller tries to go back up. They have Williams and Huey fighting for it. Indians will inbound. Pass comes deep into the corner. Pass goes into the paint, or it's picked off. Kirkpatrick up to Sebron. Sebron pulls up for the jumper. And the Indians come back with it, and Williams scores. And he puts his team up 5-4. Shaughnessy will come back to get the ball for Plattsburgh. Shaughnessy dishes off and Blando finishes. Basket by Gino Blando. Makes it 6-5 Hornets. Teams split during the regular season, each team winning a game. And as we said, the only blemish on Plattsburgh's CBAC record was at the hands of the 4th place Peru Indians. So the Hornets do not come in here, despite their number 1 seed, they do not come in here underestimating what the Indians can do. Huey with the rebound. As Kirkpatrick went down. We have a Peru time. Saranac coach Gary Castine and his assistant Chris Castine are very much interested in this game. Shot. Nice move. Ready to move to the basket. And it's 8-7. The Hornets lead at 1 point. Huey's in and out. Rebound pulled down by Fuller. Foul was on Sebron, shooting 2. Doesn't square up on those shots. Does not square up. Shoulders should be parallel to the basket on those foul shots. Indians get it right back. Bounces off the foot of Blando. And travel. 3:36 showing in the first period. 8-7. Plattsburgh leading by a point. Three-second violation. Shaughnessy gives it up to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick for three. No. And Shaughnessy hustles, tracks it down. This is the layup. Score holding at 8-7 Hornets. One foul has been called in the game thus far. Huey with the steal. While I was glancing at the scoreboard. Sebron to Blando. Out the basket. Looking for the three-point play. Misses the shot. Huey with the rebound. Goes to Sebron. Pulls up for the short jumper. Off Williams' fingers. Fuller inbounds. And another basket by Blando. 12-7. Up by 5. We're at 2:06. Curl and Knight in for Plattsburgh. Carrying the ball called. 1:44 in the first. And foul. Knight with a shot. Williams with the ball. Pulls up off the glass and in. Matt Williams makes it 12-9. 1:20 showing in the first period. Curl in the paint to Huey. 3 seconds. Nope. Trying to say it's a three. 15-9 Plattsburgh. Shaughnessy went for the steal. Off the rim, it's going to be off white. And blue ball. 53.8 to go. And Williams hits another one, a three-pointer. 15-12. He's keeping his team in the ball game. Curl to Blando. Rebound by Knight. Knight again. And he's fouled on that one. Knight puts his team back up by 5. 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Williams with an air ball that time. And Duquette was on the line. 21 seconds. 17-12, Plattsburgh with the ball and the lead. Section 7, Class B semifinals at the Plattsburgh State Fieldhouse, February 23rd, 2008. Huey dishes off nicely. Beautiful pass. I think it was Blando who finished it off. 19-12, Plattsburgh at the end of the first quarter. Plattsburgh ball to start the second period. They lead by 7. Memory serves me, they are the defending champions. I'll have to look in the official program here to verify that. Let's see, Class B, yep, they defeated Saranac Lake last year by a 17-point margin. Score, it's 19-14. Plattsburgh is the defending champions. Huey with the basket. 21-17, 7 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the first half. Looks underneath. And the basket's put in by Di Stefano. Sebron to Huey. And Duquette clears the rebound. 21-16, 5-point lead. And Duquette puts up an air ball right in the hands of Huey. Just in case he's not aware it's an air ball, the Plattsburgh fans are reminding him. No basket, no shot, timeout. Litter on the floor. Knight into Shaughnessy. Blando from the elbow. Duquette comes down with it. Duquette with a shot. Nope. Rebounded by Sebron. Blando throws it up high off the glass. One halfway down. Williams stepped on the line. Duquette picks up his first foul, team 4th. Just one so far in the Hornets. Shaughnessy misses them both. Courier inbounds the ball. Williams will bring it up. Stripped away by Shaughnessy. Blando will shoot 2. 21-16 the score. Huey back in for the Hornets. Blando manages to miss them both. Huey tips it. Ball went off Fuller. Kirkpatrick to inbound, 5 seconds. Gets it into Sebron. Jump ball. Arrow belongs to Peru. They trail by 5. Three-pointer by Fuller. Huey to Sebron for 3. Yes. 23-19. Williams will bring it up. And Fuller drops it in. It's a 2-point ball game. 23-21. We got 4:24 showing in the second period. Nice pass. Blando with a basket. Pass from Shaughnessy. 25-21. Huey with a steal. Oh. Good pass. Would have kept that or given that to Plattsburgh, but pass was way too low for any Hornet to handle it. And as a result, the Indians score to make it a 2-point ball game. Huey to Blando, misses. And what is it called? Travel. Peru can tie it with a deuce, take the lead with a tray. 3.5 to go in the second period. Plattsburgh was up by 9 at the end, losing by 7 end of the first quarter. Fouls on Shaughnessy. Second team foul on Plattsburgh, stolen by Blando. Up to Kirkpatrick, gives it to Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy will hold it up. Gives it to a trailing Blando off the glass. Tipped by Huey, tipped again. And Fuller comes down with it. Pulls up for a J. And drops it in, a 3-pointer. And Peru leads 26-25. Chris Hartman will call a timeout. I believe it's the first time that Plattsburgh has trailed. 2:52 on the game clock. Second period action. Huey hits the side of the backboard. There come the Indians. Courier finishes it off. And the Indians lead the Hornets by 3. Toretto with his second foul. Duquette back in. 2:25 showing in the second quarter. Shaughnessy at the line. (28-27) Peru. We're in a 2-3 defense. Huey controls the rebound. Shaughnessy pushes it up to Knight. Knight ties the ball game. Just under 2 to go in the half. Blando misses the shot. Huey with another rebound and jump ball. No, yes. Plattsburgh turn on the jump. Shaughnessy shot rolls off the rim. Foul was on Blando, Plattsburgh's third foul. Hornets across the line too soon. Blue ball, Fuller inbounds. Three-pointer. That's a 4-point lead for Peru. 1:26 to go in the half. Number 4 looking to upset number 1. On the kick. Cougars will keep it. Hornets will keep it. LeBron drops it in. Brings his team back to within 2. 1:06 to go in the half. Peru up by 2. Three-pointer is off the rim. Knight with the rebound to Shaughnessy. Up to Blando. Release foul from behind. That was Fuller's third foul. Blando can tie it with 53 to go in the half. Five seconds to get it in. The refs aren't calling off the 5 seconds. Mike Roberts should have been calling a 5. Doesn't matter if it's a player out of bounds inbounding it. Until that ball is inbounded and touched, that 5-second rule applies. So even though it's on the court, still got 5 seconds. Make it a 3-point lead, and he does. 34-31, 28 seconds remaining in the first half. Peru trailing by 7 coming into the quarter. Leads by 3. Oh, too hard to Huey. Knight gets it back. And Knight puts it up, and Huey puts it up. 5 seconds. Williams with the ball. Williams with the buzzer beater. Put this team up 37-33 at the half. A buzzer beater with the tray. And that's a big, big basket. Okay, we are in the second half here. It is 37-33 in favor of Peru. Indians outscored Plattsburgh, 25-14 in the second quarter. Not as bad as the thumping that Saranac gave Northeastern in the third quarter. Glendale is 37-35. Section 7 Class B semifinals. Winner will face Saranac, who defeated Northeastern in the other semi. Shaughnessy looking for the tie, and he drops it in. We have a Peru timeout. We now have the Peru names. We didn't get them before the game. We went and got a hot dog and got up here and realized that Peru was the only team with nobody in the. Normally the other schools have. This is the Peru girls. Get the lineup. You get the roster. Peru boys, nothing. So I had to scribble down their names. So the only school in the whole playoff picture of Class B, C's, and D's. They're the only ones that didn't bother. Boys didn't bother sending in a roster or a team picture. So in the official Section 7 championship program, the boys are not in there, and that's inexcusable. This is that only happens once or twice. If a kid is lucky, maybe 3 times that they may play as a sophomore, that he get a chance to get their picture and their names in that official program. It's inexcusable for whoever was at fault at Peru for not getting that in time. 37-39, Plattsburgh trails. Blando puts a shot up. No, it was Kirkpatrick put the shot up. Shaughnessy picks up his second foul. Peru trailing, leading by 2 with the ball. Ball comes out to Courier. Now Williams. And Duquette puts it in. 5 out there is Blocker. We tried to get the names when Foxy Gagnon introduced them, but unless you're positive of the name to begin with, trying to get them off the PA system here is rather futile. And 23 is Miller, not Fuller, as I call them in the first half. Foul was on Courier. Huey will shoot. Makes it a 3-point play. 41-40, Peru with the lead. Williams has it rejected. Here comes Huey. Travel. Indians will bring it back. Miller. Make that, Miller. The Courier, back to Miller. Miller throws it up, off the glass, gets his own rebound, and drops it in. Back to a 3-point Peru lead. Loser, done for the year. Winner will advance to play Saranac. Shaughnessy walks it into the forecourt. Slides it over to Kirkpatrick. He goes low to Huey. Huey takes it to the paint, drops it up, in and out. Blando with the rebound and basket. Blando does an excellent job on those offensive boards. Sebron with the block on Williams. Shaughnessy will pull up for a shot. Kirkpatrick gets the rebound. Now Sebron. Huey with the rebound. Rejected by Duquette. Plattsburgh ball, they trail 43-42, 4:35 showing in the third quarter. Shaughnessy brings it up. Shaughnessy takes it, lays it off the glass. And it's 44-43. Plattsburgh has regained the lead from Peru. Back to Blocker. Blocker drives the paint. DiStefano shooting. Foul is on Blando, his second. Curl reports in for the Hornets. DiStefano makes it 44-44, 4:04 on the clock. Shaughnessy walks it into the forecourt. Curl with a bounce pass. Shaughnessy in. Shaughnessy shot hits the side of the backboard. Williams will bring it into the forecourt. Tie game. 3:36 showing in the third quarter. Under for DiStefano. And he's fouled. Curl picks up his first foul. Both shots missed. Huey took it out of Blando's hands. Huey came across the lane and knocked it out of Blando's hands and into the hands of Peru. So that's a chance, a case of too much hustle. Here's Huey off the glass. Blando with the rebound and the basket. And we're tied at 46. 3:03 to go in the third. Williams penetrates, goes look out. A little out of control. No call either way. 48-46, Peru leads. Apparently they scored on that. Huey dishes off. And there's a block. Miller over to Williams. Back to Miller. Duquette out to get it. Williams rolls it up left-handed. Follows. Off the basket. Blando has picked up his third foul. 5-point lead now for Peru. Knight gives the ball to Shaughnessy. 2:12 showing in the third quarter. Shaughnessy drives off the front of the rim. Williams fires it down to Miller. Miller dishes it off. It was not Miller, that was Courier. Blocker will inbound it. Blocker into Duquette, out to Williams. Back to Duquette. Reverse is missed. In the hands of Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy keeps it and throws it in. 51-48. Peru lead at 3 with 1:33 in the third. Courier out to Duquette. Williams back out to Courier. This is big. They're going to call it on Blando. Looked like he was planted. Blando has to, doesn't have to, but he stays in with 4 fouls. Has to be careful now. Blocker to inbound it. 32, it's Beretta. And it's a 5-point lead again for Peru. 54 seconds to go in the third. Knight drives too hard. Sebron will travel. Brian Marlowe, number 32, in for Plattsburgh. 38 seconds to go in the third. Peru should be eating up some time. 24 on the shot clock, 32 on the game clock. Blocker into Courier. Tries to go to Duquette. They go to Duquette. Too strong. Beretta. Huey picks up his second foul. 18.9 on the clock. (55-48), 7-point lead. Peru leading Plattsburgh. 14 seconds in the third. Shaughnessy with the ball. 9 seconds. Not sure how the floor is here as far as turning. You don't hear a lot of sneakers squealing out there. The Indians get the last shot of the third. They lead by 7 after 3. 7. Barring a Plattsburgh comeback, Indians are 8 minutes away from winning it and going to the sectional finals. Stolen by Shaughnessy. Walker ran in front, just trying to distract him. Ball comes to Beretta, goes back to Blocker. Hornets take it away. Sebron with the basket. Matt Berry doesn't waste time, he calls a timeout. Hey, you can't cheer unless everybody's there. Whoop, don't drop anybody now. Plattsburgh ball. Shaughnessy brings it up. Huey. Now these Plattsburgh fans are standing up here, and these folks right in front of me can't see. Sebron. I appreciate the people immediately in front of me who are not standing up. If Plattsburgh were leading right now, I'd probably leave rather than allow their fans to continue to disrupt things here for these fans. But since Peru is leading, I'll stay. Williams at the line. 56-52. Sebron or Huey, one of them scored. Plattsburgh fans could really use a shot of sportsmanship here, to consideration for other folks. Huey scores. 56 all, 5:24 to go. Here's Williams. Tie ball game, 5:05. About 10 people in front of me have had to get up and move. Miller inbounds. Courier hits. puts his team back up with 4:58 on the clock. Shaughnessy over to Huey. Sebron puts it up. Shaughnessy with the rebound. Sebron misses the first. And gets the layup on his second missed shot, ties the game. Shaughnessy with the ball. 60-58, Peru leads. And here come the Hornets. Knight will shoot. 3:40 on the clock. Foul was on Miller, his fourth. Knight can tie it. No basket. No basket. No, Peru still leads 60-59, 3:33 to go. With the ball. Blocker's second foul. Shaughnessy at the line. Misses the front of the 1-and-1. Blando is knocked to the floor. Fans that were neutral, who were blocked out by the PHS fans, are now openly rooting for Peru. They were neutral before. .248 on the clock. It's a 1-point lead for Peru. Don't drop anybody yet. We'll save it for tomorrow at the CBACs. By Beretta, Peru up by 3. Looking to upset the number 1 seeded Hornets and make it their second loss in the year and their second loss to the Indians. Hold away from the ball. Dewey at the line. You can make it a 1-point game. 2:29 on the clock. Blando puts it in. We're tied. Blando ties the game, 62 all. Williams brings it down for Peru. Miller to Beretta. Blando has fouled out.
Section 7 people over, nobody even comes over here.
misses it. Duquette picks up his third foul. Huey will shoot a 1-and-1. Game is tied at 62 all, with 2:10 on the clock. Plattsburgh up by 2, 64-62, under 2 minutes to go. Beretta stolen by Sebron. 66-62. Williams into the forecourt. By 4, stolen by Huey. Shaughnessy will bring it up, 1:20 to go. Plattsburgh in the driver's seat, but Peru certainly within striking distance. Foul is on Williams. Shaughnessy will shoot and double bonus. Six-point lead now, 68-62. Plattsburgh has come all the way back to take a 6-point lead. Blocked by Huey. Shaughnessy up to Sebron. He's fouled. Courier picks up his third foul. Sebron misses the first. That's the second. 69-62. 48 seconds. Williams for 3 off the rim. Blocker dishes it off nicely, and Duquette puts it in. Kirkpatrick will inbound it. 41.5 on the clock. 5-point lead for Plattsburgh. Basket will count. (72-64). Blocked by Kirkpatrick. Shaughnessy misses. Huey follows. It's going to be a 10-point lead. 18 seconds to go. So trailing by 7 coming into the fourth. Huey with the block. Beretta bumped into him, but refs let it go. 74-64, trailing 55-48, the Plattsburgh High School Hornets with a big fourth quarter. They scored 29 points in the fourth, outscoring the Indians 29-16 to take the 10-point victory. Actually, it's scored them by more than that, I think. to 9, 29 to 9 in the fourth. So that's the way it was. Section 7 semifinals. If the section cannot guarantee me a clear view of the finals, I will not be back to see Saranac and PHS play. Thanks for watching, and for those who support Hometown Cable.